The rise of the e-commerce industry has introduced more plastic waste into our environment because of the extensive parcel packaging requirements on platforms such as Shopee and Lazada. Although this is necessary to ensure quality through the safe transportations of products, online shopping platforms should be held accountable for their waste contribution. Pamo is an app designed to help address the excessive plastic waste present in today's environment by incentivizing proper disposal for both consumers and businesses, helping their CSR. In partnership with Shopee, Pamo aims to encourage online shoppers to collect their plastic packages in exchange for vouchers that can be used for future transactions. Collected waste will be donated to Clue, a waste management company where the donated materials will be upcycled by nanais and the out-of-school youth of Barangay Pineda.
About 381 million tons of plastic waste are produced globally each year, and 2.7 million tons of these come from the Philippines. This problem has been magnified by the pandemic since more consumers are opting to online shopping. On average, the plastic packages containing the orders go to waste 12 minutes after the consumers receive them. As online shopping users continue to increase in the country, online shopping companies are faced with challenges on how they would address this problem that has been exacerbated by their businesses, with younger generations being now more conscious of their environment as they would be the ones who suffer from the environmental consequences in the future. Pamo would be a venue for them to take part in addressing the plastic waste problem at the comfort of their own homes. With this, we present Pamo's mission to help address the excessive plastic waste in the country by encouraging our users to be responsible e-shoppers through incentivization of proper plastic disposal with the help of our partner companies.
Jumping straight into market segmentation, we found the two following axes. The expert online consumer attitudes, which ranges between browser and shopper. On one hand, they spend most of their time just absent-mindedly scrolling through media, while on the other, they frequent e-commerce websites to purchase the products they use. Their why for the brand purchase motivation, which ranges between functional and meaningful. On one end, they support the brand because of the perceived quality of the products for their lives and daily routines, while on the other, they purchase products based on their brand's mission, vision, and impact, especially on communities besides their own. Now presented on the screen are the four personas our market segmentation creates. Simple Susie, Intentional Isaiah, Passive Pete, and Advocating Amy, with Advocating Amy being our final target market. Now delving into our target market, we have Advocating Amy specifically, who is a 20 to 35-year-old from sectors A, B, and lives in Metro Manila. They value shopping online for its convenience, but also find satisfaction when buying from brands with advocacy similar to theirs, such as for the environment. As such, she spends a lot of time on e-commerce websites, purchasing from brands that have an impact towards her advocacies in other communities. This profile also matches the target market of the businesses we plan to partner with, which will be discussed later on, making a collaboration more likely and mutually beneficial.
To encourage advocating Amy to use our app, we offer a recycle back feature. It is Pamo's main platform and mainly accounts for the points generated from sending in plastics, which will be further elaborated into the presentation. Furthermore, as of now, this is the only feature of Pamo as we will be first diving into the B2B than B2C.
Pamo needs computers and the internet to sustain the daily operations of the business. In addition to that, a vital part to keep the business running is the transport of the plastics. Receiving them will be handled through the partnerships with shipping companies. After the couriers drop off the collected plastic in shipping hubs, Pamo's vehicles will then take responsibility for transporting them to partner facilities. When consumers order from the partner merchants, they have the option to give the plastic wraps of their orders to their respective couriers. Transport of plastics from households to hubs will be more efficient and quicker since there will be no need for further scheduling, and identification of the plastic will also be clearer since they are immediately handed over. Since initially plastics will be limited to those used by the partner merchants, there is no need for detailed or sophisticated segregation policies. Plastics will be limited to the pouch used for the order or the bubble wrap used to secure fragile items. Later on, as the business expands to B2C and thus the accommodation of other variants of plastics, additional rules and policies shall be put into place in order to have a more organized segregation and disposal of plastics. Although it can be said that the partner merchants themselves could deliver the plastics from the hubs to the upcycling facilities, this is still additional work for them. Pamo serves as a service provider for the partner merchants in the transport of plastics. The partner merchants could get a boosted CSR image and increase in sales from the rewards points that will be used by the consumer.
Our process for our reward system is as follows. A clear guidelines will be set for both consumers and drivers, and having the Pamo app is essential in tracking and rewarding points. As mentioned, this is a specific system that Pamo will use for tracking, mainly utilizing already given details on the parcels, mainly the QR codes. Segregation, accounting, and matching of the plastics will be done and will therefore be translated into points through the Pamo app, which will be used for vouchers.
The mobile application will have basic features during the business's initial stages. Features will include the tracking of the plastics as they are being transported and the tracking of their rewards points or other incentives. By having a mobile application, consumers will be able to easily keep track of their transactions. It will also be easier for Pamo to designate the incentives to respective customers. Tracking the transport can be developed into the app easily by syncing it to the partner merchant's tracking system. Similar to, for example, how Shopee and JNT Express are synced, Pamo can also be integrated in this system. When the business expands, so does the application. This is the benefit of developing an application in the early stages of the business. Once there are expansionary activities, it will be more efficient since there is no need to build everything from scratch. Pamo will just need to integrate additional features as the business expands.
Moving on to partnerships, Pamo will target upcycling companies and prioritize Kloop for feasibility. Kloop is a waste management company that upcycles plastic into plant holders and other products they sell. So why should Kloop partner with Pamo? As of now, Kloop outsources plastic from garbage facilities and partner organizations. With Pamo, they can have a steady supplier of plastic that has already been segregated and cleaned. Moreover, the plastic packaging is flat and flexible so it can be processed easily and can be used for its versatility. Through this partnership, Pamo can acquire funds by selling the collected plastic to Kloop and can strengthen its brand image to attract more companies that want to strengthen their CSR image through Pamo. Aside from upcycling companies, Pamo aims to partner with e-commerce platforms, specifically Shopee, because they generate plastic waste from their packaging. So why should Shopee partner with Pamo? First, they can strengthen their CSR image through our service since it adds environmental awareness. Second, through Pamo's service, advocating AMIs are attracted to continue buying from Shopee, increasing sales and website traffic alongside giving vouchers to worthy users identified by Pamo's system. In return, Pamo collects the returned plastic packaging and supplies them to our partner upcycling companies alongside a 2% cut from successful voucher transactions.
In our first year, as seen in our timeline, we focus our efforts into partnering with Kloop and Shopee and ensuring that the app would function as it is intended to. By the end of the first year, as seen in the scalability section, the Pamo app should already be available for download. In year 2 to 3, we aim to strengthen our B2B programs so that we can get to attract more companies to join us. Also, we plan to look for other upcycling facilities in the Greater Manila area that we could partner with. By the end of year 3, we should have 25 partner merchants and 5% of our target market using our app. In year 4 to 5, we plan to research on the possibility of product development, additional in-app features to attract more users, and also expanding our waste collectibles from parcel packaging to other plastic waste. By the end of year 5, we should have a total of 50 partner merchants, 15% of our target market using the app, and also an additional 2 upcycling partners.